Jarrett.
Yeah, we're already watching Nip starting to filter their players in. Smoke grenade to the back, flash in the eyes of Forest. So T-side starting to just flood their faces forward. It's going to be Rez popping one, and he actually gets away with this. So the bomb does go down, but it's a 5v4 regardless. Sixer from the sky, able to take one head. Happy's flank arrives, and that's the next. Down to the 3v3, but flanks upon flanks as Draken takes another. It's going to be Forest with a kill. XMS finds one, but he is all that's left, and now the bomb is tapped. XMS with another frag. Draken with no kit, and he comes off with a bomb. It's gonna work out. Draken with the clutch, and Nip with the... After another, takes 3 frags in the round. Nice to see him deal with the EnVy side first, or rather, sorry, the latter, because that then allows for him to fixate his attention elsewhere. So just predicting these peaks time and time again. Forest with heavy impact, but not as much impact. Looking to rip flesh from bone. Molotov to force the hand. He is going to retreat. Gets back as well, so he's lucky to escape with his life at this point. Either way, that's still info for EnVy, and they're going to decide to execute off of it.
Yeah, NIP get a good idea of what's coming as well. Good damage, but no kills. It's Rez. It's got to be Rez to do something about this. The bomb goes loose, but he can't spiral it away. But while this happens, Get Right and Exist did do damage. So we're down to a 2v2, but Get Right only has the mag 7, but already found some fine use with it earlier. And Draken takes away XMS, leaving RPK very isolated. Bomb not planted. A frustrating moment because RPK, he had the molly. That could have done it all. There was no smoke left up on NIP, so that could have been brilliant for him. So back in he goes, walking willingly into the battle. It's not exactly what you imagine yourself going for, but did he get spotted then? Has he been seen? Get Right can't do much until he gets a gun back. It's basically Draken who's the big player here. Yeah, they've been spotted. RPK taps away. Fall off it, Draken. You don't need to take that fight just yet. And RPK is waiting for the chance now.
Frag grenade not going to deal any damage. Again, Get Right has been unable to grab a gun, but instead he starts to push on in. RPK to plume the smoke, and he's going to go for the peek. He spots the shadow, sees the spray, but it's Get Right who blasts him away. The headshot
from one of those two, Draken or Forest.
Sixer waiting for that aggressive peek as XMS will creep in. Now, he has this bomb. You'd hate to see him lose it. Meanwhile, the Molotov to the center. Forest's flash comes in. Scream will execute with the headshot. XMS with the next, but Exist again finding impact here, trying to make the best as the bomb site does begin to fall. It's Rez's rotation to find himself one frag, and Draken with the op again. So the man advantage back for Nip, but now they've lost it. 2v2. Sixer wanting more. As the bomb will make it towards the site, Nip at a distance, just slow things down.
Draken's got plenty of room to play here as well. Coming in from the old bomb train. Where is Sixer? Okay, he's watching this too. So this gets interesting. This sits in Sixer's hands. There it is. Shot lands. Rez, not impossible, but incredibly unlikely situation for him to do much in. Very hard with no utility to cut off any of the avenues of approach. Sixer already readjusting. XMS waiting on the site. Rez.
In that last round. But Nip not going to shy away from aggression. Rez towards the box halls while Exist peeks at EnVy, but RPK catches the headshot and the 5v4 is found, leaving Get Right alone towards B. But EnVyous not willing to make an execution. No commitment has been had.
No, slowing it down, allowing the AWPs to get picks if needed, but you can see them winding it up at B now. Happy supporting RPK, who walks through the smoke and still wins that fight. Forest will be frustrated with that one, and Get Right responds accordingly. But while this happens, the rest of EnVy just tighten the noose across the rest of the map. They're not exactly hitting B either, and I think Get Right's realizing this. He's back to A. Draken making the calls, realizing the action is just ahead, and Get Right, oh, this could be everything. He's right in the smoke there next to him. He can make this happen. If he finds the angle, he sprays. He can't deny the plant, but he gets the kill. It's a 3v2. It's still possible. But Happy on the late lurk. Get Right predicts it, expects it, but he can't get the shot off in time. And now Draken left to back away and keep hold of the AWP if he can.
EnVyous able to dodge another hard reset. Sure enough, it's costly. They've
gonna hear this. Gets in a position that maybe he can work with, but RPK still has the flashes to put down, and the hit's going to start coming in right about now. Get Right needs this, and he gets it. But now anymore, they're already out by A. Where's the rest of NIP? Where's that stopping power? Exist waiting as well, as happy, patient as ever on the other side, waiting to start that lurk building.
Bomb has been planted.
Ice in his veins. Exist feeling the pressure now as the man will cross from EnVy. Happy pulls the trigger, peeks, and takes it. 4v2. Looking for more, he will find success. That's Forest down. Rez follows suit, and EnVy find themselves.
Commitment now. Smoke goes in. One flash, waiting on the second, gonna keep hold of it. Flash forces a couple of the players off the angle. Happy gets overrun. Rez landing a shot there is quite impressive between him and Drake and dinking someone. But now it's going to be retake time. You can see that NIP weren't able to push that far forward, so still quite viable with those USPS to land some crazy shots here.
RPK is just going to crab walk to the top side. And at this point, he's not been spotted. He could just rain hellfire down towards the site, and he does. Sixer hits another headshot. These are crucial. RPK needs to win this duel, and now it's a double man advantage. Rez versus Exist. Rez from behind, gonna show his hand, but now he has been dealt with. It's up to Exist, and he's firing at a distance, trying to find some frags. He hits the one, wants to stop the defuse, but it's all too late. NIP to forfeit the pistol. It's nice to see Forest actually cautious, and there we go. Snubs him out and keeps it in that 5v3. XMS just desperately trying to scuffle his way back into the bomb site. He's gonna get up close. Again, he has the D, could deal some damage, and he will. Finds the headshot onto Rez, could find another, and yes, it's Forest. Demolished on site. Bomb as well here. But it's a 3v3. One of those situations where you'd think EnVyUs are out of it, but you just never know. At least Draken with the op is able to catch Happy, but XMS with a third and a fourth! He needs the fifth, he deals the damage, but Get Right is still up. And he's gonna take the plant in the clutch of a crucial round.
XMS going beyond what you'd expect, but Get Right needs to play this right. Sixer has an opportunity. 50 HP on Get Right. And here it comes. Get Right does get tagged again, down to 9. Sixer, one shot away, and he knows it. The smoke's not great. He's going to toy with it, begging for Get Right to peek him, but no. Get Right waits, and eventually he takes the fight, and Get Right wins it, no matter how much XMS pulled up.
Get Right removes him after he takes one. Smoke further towards the Zed. Get Right wants some frags, but it's Forest with another. And now he sees the targets. They're all lining up. Scream able to remove him and deal further damage. Forest and Draken heavily hit. But that is the bomb now down. Happy, Scream on the retake with no utility, but another frag. Scream, what was that?
Just casually fall off the train. Forest is about to show Happy how he likes to lurk. It's a surprise, and you'll never see it coming. Forest at the back finds Happy. Happy to find Rez, and they're both close by. He turns it. Draken with a shot to the back, and there's XMS in return. We're down to a 4v3. There's life yet in EnVy.
But XMS reveals himself. He gives up his shoulder and his life. Get Right spots the barrel. He knows. Now nobody's going to peek T-Con because he's telling them of this threat. But as he tries to find it out, oh, he will take it. All right, extended spray still able to pay off. Get Right wants some more. He knows where both players are. All the information here for Nip. But it's RPK to contest it. The flashbang doesn't connect, and so it is all on Sixer. 1v3 versus 2 tagged targets. The bomb starts to plant, but he spots it. He doesn't drop it. It has been planted, but Sixer with some space here. Get Right on 34. Sixer on the site. He's gonna get sprayed, and there we go. The Ninjas in Pajamas, your first grand finalists at the